Hi, this is Scott Aughney, candidate for Jackson County Sheriff. I'd like to talk to you about the relationship that the Jackson County Sheriff's Department has with other law enforcement agencies, specifically the Michigan State Police. And leading into that, I'd like to give you just a little bit of the history of the Michigan State Police. This is from the Michigan State Police website. The Michigan State Police were originally intended to just be a temporary wartime agency. Many of the deputies in the local county sheriff's department were being enlisted in World War I, and Governor Albert Sleeper at the time basically created a temporary force, and then in 1917 he actually made it more of a permanent agency, and then the Public Act 26 that was passed in 1919 actually created the permanent peacetime police force that eventually morphed into what we understand today as being the Michigan State Police. The 1963 State Constitution of Michigan, the updated state constitution, created several departments, and in 1965 Public Act 380 created the permanent Michigan State Police that we understand today. Now, a lot of county and local law enforcement agencies through time have become dependent on the Michigan State Police for a variety of services, and certainly in cooperation with regards to public safety and criminal investigations. But I believe, or at least is my intention, to make the the Jackson County Sheriff's Department more autonomous. And one of the ways I would like to do that is I would like to see if we can create a regional crime lab located in Jackson. And I want to explore this from a couple different avenues, but I think potentially it can be done without seeking funding from the taxpayers. And we need to explore a couple different things. We need to explore, number one, the viability. Number two, whether or not we have a location available to deploy a crime lab. And we need eventually to seek out to purchase equipment. We will need to see whether or not we can provide the human resources in terms of labor and certifications for lab technicians to be able to do this. And I think we can look at a variety of ways through fundraising. I can remember as a teenager growing up in Morenci in southwest Lenawee County that there were fundraisers that were constantly held to raise money to buy, whether it be a new fire truck or a variety of things. And I think we can go back to the old-fashioned way of raising funds without hitting the taxpayers with assessments, without new bonds, especially bonds that are going to reach several years to pay off. And I think if we were able to raise the funds, I don't care if we got to do it piecemeal, to get the equipment and possibly slowly build a crime lab department, we can create an escrow account through the county or through the office of the Jackson County Administrator and the Treasurer. Create an escrow account to basically put funds that have been raised specifically for the purpose of eventually creating a regional crime lab. And certainly we'll be able to provide services for law enforcement, not only Jackson County Sheriff's Department, but certainly Jackson PD, Blackman-Leone Public Safety, and all the other law enforcement agencies in Jackson County. And quite possibly, we might be able to provide the services to any adjoining counties as well. So this is an area where I think we can become more autonomous and not dependent on the Michigan State Police. And I think the more autonomous and reliant we are on ourselves, not only in our personal lives and with our local jurisdictions, but in law enforcement as well, the more we're able to rely on ourselves, the stronger we become. So I think it is a way that we can empower the Jackson County law enforcement by exploring the viability and seeing if we can implement something to create a regional crime lab. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.